Hello everybody! Welcome back to another episode of Let's Play Danganronpa Trigger Happy Havoc. I haven't said those words in months, and I mean months. So I am your host, Let's Play Princess. This is the first time in a while, honestly, I've been able to record the PS4 for reasons that we won't go into. Besides the fact that I'm, I guess, not allowed to use the PS4 that I bought. Or record on it. Because I have to wait for people to not be home, and that's all we're gonna say. So in the last episode, I guess we finished Chapter 5, which was what? When, Kyoko and Makoto both weren't the killer, but they were both framed to be the killer. Because, fuck Whitey, I guess? I don't know. Why do I have Ginger Dead Man as a fucking tag on my phone? Oh, wait, that's right. Somebody at my job brought Evil Bond to work, the DVD. I didn't even know it was a fucking movie, but I knew about Ginger Dead Man. I know a lot of weird shit. There's no reason to it. So in this episode, we're gonna, I think, start chapter 6, which I think is the last chapter. So there's that. Yeah, circus paint is all art and animation. Ah! Yay for the Patreons. My friend's Patreon, don't worry about it. The ultimate despair. A group of people who caused the tragedy 1 year ago. Those same people put together this killing game and began broadcasting it around the world. The most desperately awful group of people ever. That is the Mastermind's true identity. Our enemy has finally been revealed. But right now, right now we have to get out of this horrible place. Let's get to chapter whatever the hell it is. Where are ya? That's chapter 5. We finished chapter 5, so we need... Oh, I skipped ahead. I skipped way ahead. Holy shit. Go back! Here we go. Here's chapter 6. Right now we have to get out of this horrible place. Figuring out the rest of the story can come after. Yeah, you're right. Alright, so we have to check, we have to talk to her again and then check the trash chute, wherever in God's name it is. I think it's this. Is it this? No, where's the trash chute? Ah! Kyoko, do you still have that one thing? Monokuma's secret tool that you got from the headmaster's room?
Indeed.
Of course I do. It's an absolutely vital part of ensnaring the mastermind. I would never part with it. And it can open any door in the school, right?
That's right.
Then we should be able to use it on that door, right? Hey, let's try it. Hey, Kyoko. We can use that key of yours to open this door, right?
It's true.
Let's find out. Kyoko took out the key with the Monokuma design on it and slid it into the keyhole. Then... Hey! Fuck yeah!
Indeed.
Suck a dick, Monokuma! Now we can get out of here. Let's go. This just makes me want to read this webcomic. That's on DA. That's about Danganronpa. But not a webcomic, it's an actual, like, story thing. Why is everybody adorable in this series, by the way? Like, you draw any of these characters and they're adorable. Why did my door start making a sound? Nobody should be trying to enter the door the house right now. Of course, just my luck. I'm only 5 minutes in and somebody wants to break into the house. We quickly opened the door and made our escape from the garbage pit. Get the fuck out! Finally. We were finally free. But there wasn't even time to take a breath of relief. Because the real fight had just begun. Ultimate pain, ultimate suffering, ultimate despair, ultimate execution, ultimate death. What a great, interesting name. After leaving the garbage pit, we found ourselves in a tunnel extending straight up, like a chimney. There was a metal ladder leading up into the tunnel. We started climbing the ladder, intent on reaching the surface. I can kind of see something. Maybe. There's like a white dot. I'm gonna have to zoom on it. to zoom in. Future me! Zoom in on that white dot above Kyoko's right leg. That may or may not be something. Okay? Shit, it doesn't show up on my computer screen. That's a bad sign. Come on. Let's turn the brightness up. Shit, it might not. Fuck, maybe I'm crazy. But on my TV screen, right above her right leg, there's this white spot, like right in between the rest of the skirt or the skirt jacket and the leg. And I can't tell what that is. That's so odd. Is there anything else that I should know about when it comes to shit like that? Is there anything else that's off kilter with the colors between my screen and their screen? Yeah, on my computer, like, Makoto's head is, hair color is more brown, but on the TV screen it's more white. What the fuck is wrong with our TV? Is it the brightness? I mean, I guess that would make sense. My PS4, not my TV. We climbed into darkness. Except for that one part of Kyoko's leg, that climbed into the light. The passage was so dark and cramped, I couldn't even see my own feet beneath me, and yet I can see you both perfectly. I had no idea we were so far down.
Hey.
Don't lose your footing. If you slip, I won't be able to catch you. Yeah, I'll be careful. But now that you said that, I'm getting kind of nervous. Maybe talking will keep my mind off of it. So, Kyoko, there's something I wanted to ask you. You said you were the ultimate detective, right? So how long have you been doing detective work? How long?
So...
Ever since I can remember. I come from a long line of detectives. Detective work is in my blood. There was a time when being a detective was considered a sacred duty. My family has always seen it that way. Then, is your family famous?
Wrong.
Quite the opposite, actually. Even among actual detectives, many people haven't heard of us. But, how come? It's like your family's tradition, right? So...
Right.
Because we take pride in it. Pride.
Indeed.
A detective is neither light nor shadow. We represent neither justice nor evil. This is how we can uncover the absolute truth. We stand neutral in all things, and to do that, we have to stand separate from the rest of society. Which is why we made a conscious effort to conceal our existence. A conscious effort?
It's true.
It's kind of old-fashioned, and I can't say it's entirely rational, but it's our family creed, and we do what we must to protect it. Because, like I said, it's our source of pride. Pride. So that explains. Before I came here, I was looking up info about the school online. I never saw anything about her. Because she hid herself on purpose. To protect the pride of her family.
However...
And yet, I gave up some of that pride. Huh? In order to enter Hope's Peak, I had to reveal myself to the school. I did it knowing it was something a true Kirigiri detective would never do. But the reason you gave up that pride, the reason you would go so far to enter Hope's Peak, is because that's how much you wanted to reconnect with your dad, right? There's no shame in that. Okay, that is set to the right thing. Excellent. Fantastic. Uh-oh.
What?
Reconnect? I had absolutely no desire to reconnect with my father. Huh? But you'd be reuniting after all these years, right? You would have had so much to talk about.
Wrong.
There's nothing I want to talk to my father about.
However,
There is something I want to say to him, though. What? No matter what it takes, I have to find him and tell him face to face. What is it?
So...
I want to sever all ties with him. Sever? The last time I saw him, I was still very young. So I don't remember myself, but apparently he was extremely intelligent. He was in line to become the next head of the Kirigiri family. He was talented. He had a promising future.
However,
but he had no interest in detective work. So he cut himself off from the family. Not long after that, my mother died, and he simply ran away. He went to my grandfather, and they had a huge argument. And as young as I was, he left me behind. I'm sure there was a reason for that. I'm sure your dad wanted to take you with him.
right.
If that's true, then I need to thank him. Thank him for leaving me. Because unlike him, I take pride in the work I do. I take pride in my family name. So every last part of me is happy he didn't take me with him. If I'd gone with him, I never would have had the chance to become a detective. I was above Kyoko on the ladder, so I wasn't able to see her expression. So I couldn't tell. I couldn't see how she looked when she said that. What she might have been feeling. All I could tell was that compared to her usual self, she was more talkative. And more emotional. I don't blame him, you know. He had his own life to live. That's what anyone in my position might say, right? But it's not true.
However...
But there's one thing. One thing that I can never forgive. Really?
So...
The way everyone else looked at me. I was never sad about being left behind. Like I said, I think it was a good thing.
However...
But when the rest of my family looked at me, they saw something different. They only saw me as the little girl that was abandoned by her father. That's how they see me even to this day. His shadow has been following me my entire life. I'm sick of it. I need him out of my life. I need to step out of his shadow.
Correct.
That's why I have to find him and tell him we're no longer family. In order to settle the past, in order to remove him from my life forever. I have no doubt he forgot about me years ago. But your family, to just cut him out like that.
Wrong.
Our only connection is through blood, nothing more. Are we connected by heart and soul? No.
Hey.
Is blood really enough to call someone family? Only connected by blood, not by heart or soul. I was so shocked to hear her say something like that, I didn't know how to respond, so instead, I said nothing. Because he's a bitch! I just kept climbing the ladder in complete silence. And after I don't know how long, we finally reached the top. Looks like this is it.
Indeed.
On the other side of this door, Hope's Peak is waiting for us. We're back.
That's right.
Remember that hatch on the ground near the trash room? I'm fairly certain that's where we'll come out. I unlocked it earlier, so it should open without much trouble. Well, here goes nothing. I reached my hand up and pushed against the hatch. The hatch opened with ease, and so... looks like we're back. I can't believe how long that ladder was. I'm exhausted. Can't exactly say we're safe and sound, but at least we're out of there. Now we're back in Hope's Peak Academy. Kyoko? Thank you. I never would have gotten out of there without you. No thanks necessary. I was just returning the favor. Alright, classroom. Talk to Kyoko and then let's fuck off. So, now what do we do? I'm glad I didn't die, of course, but if the mastermind finds out, and I'm worried about you too. You helped me, so they might...
Listen.
You're worried? Yeah, of course.
So then...
Then let's just get a concrete answer.
In other words...
Let's ask Monokuma if there's a problem with you escaping. Wait, that's...
However...
If we try to hide, it's only a matter of time until we're found out. It's not like we can run anywhere. As she said that, she pointed at the nearby surveillance camera. So you're saying, rather than stressing out over getting caught, we should just give up now? Don't worry. What do you think is gonna happen isn't? Because the mastermind is the one that's ensnared. What? You said something like that before, but what does it mean?
So...
The mastermind stood exposed during the investigation of Makuro's death. There was a moment when the mastermind let their guard down. There was?
Right.
If we can talk to Monokuma, we can confirm it. And it'll be better for us if we go to him... And it'll be better for us if we go to him directly before he tracks us down. That should help with our negotiations. I'm still a little... No, I'm super uneasy about this. But... we don't really have a choice, do we?
Indeed.
Monokuma should be in the gym.
Shall we go?
Let's get going. I mean, okay. Are we gonna pass by anybody? Oh, it's nighttime. Nope, everybody's asleep. Sleepy time for the people of the school. Sleepy time forever because they ain't fools. Okay, but seriously, like... the faster I can finish this game, the more I can be like, it's fucking another Let's Play! Or the other two things that are going up on my channel and shit, so there's that. Wait. Oh yeah, that door's always open. That's the crazy room. Right. Super door of death and destruction. I'm definitely not going to be playing the other games in the series for this channel because, like I said, any non-computer based recording is now pretty much impossible except for certain days. And I don't know when those days are because my schedule is always random, so... I need to, like, leave or something. Kyoko, I don't mind so much. But Makoto's supposed to be dead! What's he doing here? That's exactly how I thought he'd react. Are we really gonna be okay? You were supposed to be punished. Did Kyoko help you? What? So what if I did? What will you do? If a guilty party is exposed during the class trial, they alone will be executed. It's unfortunate, but that is the rule. So I'm gonna punish you again! And this time I won't leave anything to chance. Kyoko?
Right.
Do whatever you feel you have to. Excuse me? Bitch! What?
However...
Or before you do, let me just say one thing.
No.
If you execute Makoto, that means you lose. Not that that matters to you, right? I... lose? Hey! You! Explain yourself. What do you mean by that?
Because...
Well, you set up the slightest class trial yourself, right? I was getting in your way, so you want an excuse to kill me.
In other words,
I was supposed to be chosen as the blackened and executed, right?
Hey, what are you talking about?
however,
But when Makoto chose to overlook my lie, your plan came crashing down. The results of the trial weren't at all what you were expecting. Because you never imagined that in that position, one person would protect another like that.
right,
In response to that unexpected development,
indeed.
you reacted by proclaiming Makoto the Blackened and trying to execute him. You made the choice out of desperation. No, more than that, you must have realized that Makoto, who refused to be manipulated, was a threat to you as well.
However,
But then there was another unexpected development awaiting for you. An entity that would throw a wrench, so to speak, in your precious execution machinery. Alter ego. You never imagined the possibility of a being that could come to our aid even after you'd killed it.
am I wrong?
Now, here's the absolute truth. Makoto didn't kill Mikuro. You did.
Listen to me.
So executing Makoto for it would surely be a violation of your rules, which I know you love so much. If the Blackened is exposed, they alone will be executed. That's what you told us, right?
And that means I lose? You talk a big game. You're saying the Blackened is me, and not Makoto? Well? And you can prove this, right?
Wow,
No, I can't. Don't just say it like that!
What is this, a comedy routine? To make such bold claims without a shred of evidence.
that doesn't matter.
I don't have any right now. With a little more time, I'll guarantee I'll find some.
That's right.
Because no matter how deeply you try to bury it, there's only ever one absolute truth.
And now you're trying to talk like some kind of famous detective type.
Because,
If Makoto really was the killer, he never would have come to you willingly like this. He would have feared for his life, feared another execution. He'd have tried to run and hide. He would have been gripped by the despair you so love to inspire.
however,
But here we are, confronting you with nothing but hope in our hearts.
And that's supposed to be enough to convince me in the absence of evidence.
indeed.
It's not like I'm trying to convince. It's not you I'm trying to convince.
Hey,
If you were to execute Makoto now, everyone out there watching this would be extremely displeased. Huh?
indeed.
Imagine what everyone out there would think if you killed Makoto. You would assume that you killed him because we said it. What we said was exactly right.
Listen to me.
Despair can never kill hope.
Hey,
Of course, you can say we're just making this all up. You're welcome to prove us wrong. No, you have no choice but to prove it. Because if you kill Makoto without proving your own innocence, you'll be accepting your own defeat. If you want to earn our despair fair and square,
that's what we have to do.
then I suggest you take my advice.
So, what is this advice of yours?
It's true.
To do Makuro's trial over again. Only this time, you followed the school regulations to ensure a fair trial.
It's time for one last showdown. One final battle between hope and despair. Hey,
Well, that would make for a proper climax, wouldn't you say? A fair trial. One last showdown. In other words, this would be our chance to expose the true identity of Makuro's killer. Of the mastermind themselves! But what reason would the mastermind have to accept the challenge? They'll probably just execute me with another word.
Interesting.
Barrett!
Very interesting indeed.
Very?
What's wrong?
Oh, I was getting bored, so I decided to change things up a little. So, time for bear jokes. Now, what you suggested might be possible. It would certainly make for one honey of a climax.
In other words,
Does that mean you accept?
You guys!
If we do things your way, that'll be enough to convince you and the viewers, right? It'll cause you unbearable despair, right? Then I'm prepared to agree to your terms. Will your hope win out? Will my despair claim victory?
I can barely contain myself!
Let's have one final grisly showdown!
He agreed? Then we still might have a shot at this.
Barrett!
But this is a long way to climax, right? Just guessing the killer is barely a fitting end.
You guys!
So for this final face-off, you'll have to unearth all the mysteries that have been buried here.
All the mysteries?
That's right. Every last mystery that's pulling around this school. We can do that.
I can barely contain myself!
Then that'll be enough to qualify as a victory for you.
it's true.
That's what we're trying to do all along.
Okay. Well, good. Let's bear it all. If you can claw your way to the truth of Makuro's death and solve the mysteries of this school,
You guys!
then you win! But if you can't do all of that,
We'll all face execution. Right?
I can barely contain my excitement. When you learn the whole truth, what kind of despair will you show me?
We're as excited as you are, I'm sure.
Listen to me.
When we've uncovered every last truth, how will the ultimate despair reveal their own despair? I honestly can't believe how this has all turned out.
Hey,
But before we get started, I want to clarify one more thing. Do you remember the rule? When one student kills another, that's when a class trial is held.
What's wrong?
I remember that for sure. So what?
hey,
I just want to confirm that is what you said. And it's a true statement?
You don't have to be so suspicious. I've said it before, but it bears repeating. Everything is based on the school regulations. Having a trial for Makuro is no exception to that.
Huh? Makuro's trial is no exception. Then it's part of the regulations? Which would have to mean that whoever killed Makuro...
It's a very polarizing approach, I know, but... Okay, enough puns. Here's a hint. I'm sure I told you this already, but this killing game began with 16 participants. All of them high school students. And the only people to take a single step in Hope's Peak since the killing game began are those 16 students.
What?
listen.
Are you telling the truth? Why'd he go quiet all of a sudden?
I'm not talking. I got nothing else to say to you. So get lost, would ya?
Why so mad? He seems emotionally unstable.
Hey!
Leave me alone. Get out of here.
Okay, I'm going. You really gonna let me go?
I don't even care anymore. You're not gonna get your punishment later anyway. I need to start getting it ready. The super duper extra special punishment. Overflowing with despair.
Hey,
Come on, Makoto. Let's go. Okay. That is a lot of... Monokuma's unstable laughter seemed to cling to us as we walked away. And just like that, we were out of the gym. I could hardly believe it, but somehow I ended up not getting executed. I still had my life, and we still had a chance. Overall, things turned out way better than expected. Once again, I was in Kyoko's debt. Kyoko, thank you. Everything I have right now is because of you.
however,
Don't thank me just yet. The real battle's still ahead of us. Yeah, true. But still, I'm glad it worked out. I wasn't sure if the enemy would accept my proposal. But honestly, why would the mastermind agree to that? I mean, they don't stand to gain anything from a final showdown, do they?
so,
They had no choice but to accept. Huh?
because,
It's all because of that one moment that the mastermind let down their guard. Like I said. So when was it that the mastermind let their guard down?
so,
I wasn't there to hear it myself. But do you remember what the mastermind said? They said they had hijacked the airwaves to broadcast our school life to the outside world, right? Yeah, they definitely said that.
listen,
And what did you think when you heard that? Pretty hard to believe, right? Well, I mean, the idea of actually taking over the airwaves seems so unbelievable. Have neither of you motherfuckers heard of the Max Headroom incident or the Wyoming incident? Now, I know the Wyoming incident wasn't actually real, but like, come on. And I remember the Wyoming incident, like, even before Nightmind talked about it. I remember the original video. I never learned about the Happy Cube until later. Also, son of a bitch. It just resurfaced recently. That motherfucker is still going on.
indeed.
You don't exactly read about something like that happening very often, so it's hard to imagine. In other words, that kind of thing is extremely difficult to pull off.
However,
And yet somehow, the mastermind was able to do it.
in other words,
Think of it another way. There must have been some reason they had to do something that difficult. A reason.
so,
They had to show the world something, no matter the cost. Us killing each other. They wanted to show the world? Okay, why is my back so fucking itchy? Goddamn. The mastermind has been very adamant about not killing us directly, but forcing us to kill each other. And all their rules and regulations were designed to encourage that. Yeah, that makes sense. If those stupid regulations didn't exist, nobody would have killed anybody.
in other words,
So the mastermind's ultimate goal was to make us kill each other and show that off to the world. But why?
correct.
To prove a point, most likely. Prove a point?
Hey,
The outside world has a name for the students of Hope's Peak, right? A certain concept. You're talking about hope, right?
that's right.
And for those of us who represent hope and to kill, for those of us to represent hope, to kill each other and sink into despair, the mastermind wants the world to see that. To try and prove that despair is better than hope. That's their goal. As the ultimate despair. What? They want to prove that despair is better than hope? But that's ridiculous.
It's true.
You're right. It is ridiculous. Completely irrational. It's the kind of thing that nobody but those who call themselves the ultimate despair would devise. That group whose only purpose and motivation comes from despair. But Is that really their only reason for making the rest of us suffer?
Makoto.
I know how angry it must make you. And yet, that same motivation is what led to the Mastermind revealing their weakness. What?
In other words,
Because their goal is to broadcast this killing game to the world. The Mastermind has had to be more particular than it's reasonable about their own regulations. If the Mastermind simply ignored their rules, this wouldn't have been a game, but a one-sided slaughter.
at the very least,
At least, that's what those who are watching this would have seen it. And that's why the Mastermind couldn't kill any of this themselves?
indeed.
That is precisely the reason. No matter how much they may hate what I'm doing, I haven't violated a single one of their regulations. Junko broke the rules, so she was punished. But in my case, they couldn't lay a finger on me.
Right. So
So instead, they tried to use the class trial, following all their proper rules, to get me killed. They began a trial that didn't have a right answer, that made me out to be the killer. But even that didn't work.
it's true.
Yeah, thanks to you. And due to that failure, the Mastermind took yet another risk. They attempted to kill you instead, who also was not the killer. And when that fact was exposed on live TV to the entire outside world, the Mastermind had to accept your suggestion?
Indeed.
To prove to the world that despair is better than hope, they have to defeat us in perfect form.
In other words,
It would only do the Mastermind harm to have it shown that they'd violated their own regulations. But all that was a hunch, right? And you were still able to get the Mastermind to accept your challenge.
however,
Well, it's only thanks to you that we got that chance. Because you believed in me, another path opened up. Still, I can't believe how much of the Mastermind's thoughts and plans you were able to figure out. I didn't have the slightest clue.
wrong.
Man, though, I couldn't prove any of it. It was just my reasoning. Essentially, I was making a bet.
Whew.
But it looks like I got it right. This time, at least, I won the bet. She let out a quick sigh. I took it all as a small sign of relief. To be honest, I haven't been that nervous in a long time. I totally couldn't tell you were nervous at all. You seemed totally confident from the moment we decided to go talk to him. Well, presenting a strong demeanor is a fundamental part of negotiation and persuasion, wouldn't you say? Plus, if I'd shown my uneasiness, that would have just made you that much more uneasy. Yeah, you're probably right. How pathetic.
However,
Anyway, we can't relax just yet. All we've done is earn another chance to fight. We have to win this time.
correct.
Or everything we've gone through will have been for nothing. Right. If we can't defeat the Mastermind, it'll cost us our lives. There's no other option except to win.
Hey,
But before we begin the final battle, we have to tell the others what's going on. True. But now we know who our real enemy is. All we have to do now is work together with everyone to destroy the Mastermind. Work together with everyone.
however,
Is that really possible? What?
anyway,
Right now we have to go find the others.
shall we go?
They're probably in the dorm somewhere. Shall we go? Yeah. Sure. Time to go to the dining hall, I guess. I mean, that's what it says in my little handy-dandy cheat sheet. When the fuck does the investigation start? Or is this all the... Oh, holy shit. This is all the investigation. Oh, wow. So school time and investigation time have now been mixed into one little crazy thing because this is the final chapter. I'm down with that. Wait, do I have truth bullets then? Oh. I keep that one? I'm gonna assume that also means no more hanging out with people. Which is gonna be really interesting in and of itself. And suddenly, we were greeted with...
Erg at Yagfu NG at / crack AW semicolon exclamation point visible.
You again.
Underscore dat semicolon X spell error 103.2.1.255.
Okay, semicolons in coding are normally like periods for that line of coding. Hers ZZZZ underscore dat is probably not a line of code though. Is he broken? I suppose his emotional instability reached its limit.
A caret 3 4 sum equals.
Oh my god, hold on. That's a lot of underscore. For sum equal. I mean, sum can equal something. I've never heard of for sum. Good lord. Jeez. What the fuck?
However,
I wonder what that was all about. I couldn't help but let out a sigh of relief. Hey! Holy shit! Toko looks like she's happy to see us! And Byakuya also looks kind of happy to see us. Holy shit, Toko has a smile on her face just to begin with is amazing. I really gotta cosplay her. I love her. I just love her so much. Is that Makoto?
You guys!
it is! There's no two ways about it. That's Makoto.
Oh, okay, just, you know, start talking after a while. Holy shit, she actually has, like, some fucking F-cups going on.
You survived?
Jeez, you're like a stubborn little cockroach, you know that?
Wow. Wow. Thank you, Byakuya.
I'm just asking to make sure, but you're not a ghost, right?
I didn't believe in the paranormal. Everyone was there. All my friends would struggle together and survived. As soon as I saw their faces, I couldn't help myself. I started to tear up.
What?
What's that smell?
What the heck?
Yeah, man, that seriously stinks. It's Makoto. He smells like a wet dog. Get away. Shoo! Shoo! In a flash, my tears dried up. Nice to know you all love me.
Makoto.
There's no time to indulge in an extended, happy reunion. We need to explain to everyone what happened with Monokuma.
Yes.
Explain? Explain what?
But
But is it okay that you eat? What if the masked man catches you?
It's true.
That's related to what we have to tell y'all. I need to tell you all about that last class trial. Last class trial?
In other words.
We're gonna redo Makuro's trial.
Huh?
What? Seriously?
how about that?
What's the point of her doing it? Makoto killed her, right? No, I didn't do it! I keep telling you!
Wrong.
Makoto isn't the killer. And of course it's not me or any of you. Then, who is it?
I see.
What she's saying is, it was all work of the mastermind.
Huh?
What? You say the mastermind killed Makuro?
That's right.
It was all an elaborate trap contrived by the mastermind. Makoto spotted the trap in time, did what he had to do to stop it.
However,
But his decision meant that he would be the one to die.
What did you say?
You spotted the trap, did you, Makoto? You make it sound like it was easy. Just, you know.
however,
But executing Makoto, it wasn't the Black End. It is a clear violation of the school regulations. The rules state that only the Black End is to be executed. The Mastermind broke their own rules. Which is why I went and negotiated with them to have the trial one more time.
Huh?
And the Mastermind agreed? Does that mean they really did break the rules? They had no choice but to agree. You used the TV broadcast to gain the leverage you needed, didn't you?
correct.
Very observant of you.
Naturally.
I recall what you said at the end of the last trial. When you said, that's the mastermind that's ensnared, that's what you were referring to.
Don't be mean!
Hey! I'm totally in the dock here! For anyone who doesn't understand, you can ask Kyoko to explain it again. Later.
So, knowing all this, what did we do now?
About that.
It's about who killed Makura, right? So our job is to expose the mastermind?
There's no more to it than that, correct? There's more to it. Yeah. For us to win this time, we have to solve every last mystery surrounding the school.
Every last mystery?
But
But we've been looking all around this time, and we still don't know anything, right?
anyway,
You probably guessed already, but if we lose this time, everyone dies. Everyone?
Hey! Who said you can agree to those terms without talking to the rest of us? I'm fine with things the way they are. I'm fine living here forever with Master.
I, meanwhile, want to get out of here as soon as humanly possible.
anyway,
At this point, the only way for us to survive is to unravel the truth. In other words, one decisive final battle. Rather interesting development, I'd say.
but
But figuring out who's mastermind, and how they killed Makuro, and all the school's mysteries.
It's a pretty tall friggin' order. Maybe. This time the trial is different. We know who our enemy is now. So if we work together and search as hard as we can, I'm sure we'll solve all these mysteries. I'm not so sure about that. Huh? I can't agree with the idea of working together with everyone. Why not? I mean, working together with everyone seems like the most obvious way to solve all the mysteries.
indeed.
That's what I thought too at first. Until Monokuma gave us that little hint of his.
It's a very polarizing approach, I know. But, okay, enough puns. Here's a hint. I'm sure I told you this already, but this killing game began with 16 participants, all of them high school students. The only people to take a single step in Hope's Peak since the killing game began are those 16 students.
Wait. Hold on. This is gonna sound really weird, but does that mean somebody stepped into the school twice somehow? How'd that even work? What? It's gotta be something tricky, right? Like some crazy thing where somebody has a clone or a twin or some shit, so... like, something happened and then fucking, you know, all of a sudden, damn, they're back, and it turned out that, like, the one that died was just a decoy, a twin, and then the real one's the mastermind or something, like... Am I on the right track here?
I see.
Monokuma said that, did he? Then Kyoko's opinion is perfectly reasonable.
But why?
So, in other words...
If the mastermind really is the one who killed Makuro, as Kyoko says, then the mastermind would have had to set foot in the school, right? Monokuma could probably murder Makuro, but there's no way he could have disguised the scene like that.
In other words...
But according to Monokuma, the only people who have set foot in Hope's Peak are the 16 students who have been taking part in the killing game.
Then, the mastermind is...
There were 15 of us in the main hall.
There were 15 of us in the main hall at the very beginning. Add in Makuro. You get 16.
So the mastermind would have been one of us?
That's right.
And those 16 people we started out with, the only ones still alive are the people standing right here. Need I continue? Or do you get it now? You're saying the mastermind is one of us?
No way!
You can't be serious. Wait! We can't say for sure that that's true yet. Monokuma might have just said that to confuse us.
Indeed.
It's certainly a possibility, but only one among many. The mastermind being one of us is also a possibility. And that is one possibility we can't ignore. Yeah, I mean, they're an ultimate, right? The ultimate despair. So they must be a high schooler. You can't say it's not possible. But if one of us was the mastermind, they'd have to be controlling Monokuma somehow, right? But did you ever see anyone acting suspicious anytime Monokuma was active?
Well,
Maybe they snuck off and controlled him in secret.
but...
I don't care how sneaky you are. We would have noticed someone sneaking off that many times.
I'm right.
And maybe Monokuma was on autopilot. Maybe they loaded up all the dialogue and actions beforehand. In that case, there's no way he could have had all those back and forth conversations with us. Well, it wouldn't be entirely possible if they directed the flow of the conversation. Well, maybe. But still!
This is a school announcement.
Uh-oh.
You've all probably figured this out by now, but at this point, the killing game has now entered true ending mode.
You're still playing this like it's a video game. Jesus Christ, he's insane.
So, in the name of fairness, I will unlock every room in the school.
Define every.
Look wherever you want. Solve the mystery in whatever way you see fit. Then we can all meet up at the class trial, okay?
How very magnanimous of him to unlock all the rooms.
That's fine.
Time for talk is done. Now we need to begin our investigation. But I was planning on working alone from the very beginning anyway.
In the name of my family.
At this point, I can rely on myself. No Jagami blood flowing through my veins. I have no time to worry about the rest of you. Each of you must uphold your responsibility.
Goodbye.
After making his final statement, Byakuya left the dining hall. Master! He didn't take me with him!
Hey.
Do you blame him? Without Master, the rest of you are like coffee with cream without the cream. Or coffee. You're totally useless! Fuck you too. Why did I just hear breathing noises? Both of them are gone. What the? Phoebe's going crazy. She might have schizophrenia. With that, Toko trudged out of the dining hall. Now she's gone. And you're gonna go out by yourself, right, Kyoko?
Indeed.
That's right. Which just leaves Makoto, Hina, and me.
You know?
In that case, I'm gonna go by myself too.
Just a second.
Wait, how come?
How about that?
Just wait and see. I'm gonna use my totally awesome speed power to figure out the mastermind's identity. Idiot. Man, he reminds me of a former roommate of mine! Haha. Laughing loudly, Hiro left the dining hall. Everyone's really going off by themselves? What about you, Hina? I guess I'll do the same thing.
But...
I mean, it's not that I don't trust everyone, you know?
But up until now, I haven't really been all that useful. I just depended on Sakura and everyone else. You're not useless. If you hadn't been here, I would have died. Makoto? That's really nice of you to say. But I know I've mostly been totally useless.
Okay.
So I figure, at least here in the end, maybe I can find something that'll help us all get out of here. So I'm gonna go off and do it all on my own. I mean, she's chipper about it. Hina was in surprising high spirits as she dashed out of the dining hall. Once again, it's just us two.
Indeed.
Yeah? Well, let's finish this a little bit up and then we'll end this episode. So, you're gonna go off on your own too, right, Kyoko?
However,
Well, don't misunderstand. Just because we're going to do our searches separately doesn't mean we can't still work together.
so...
That goes for all of us. And then you see what you mean. Doing our own investigating doesn't mean we can't work together in the end. I should just see it as us splitting up to cover more ground. And then we can get back together and share what we found. Yeah. That's right.
So then...
Well, I better get going. I didn't unless things I need to check.
Correct.
Monokuma said all the doors in the school have been unlocked, right? So we should be able to investigate every nook and cranny in the school. You can visit all the places we couldn't before.
Makoto.
No matter what it takes, we have to uncover the truth. By any means necessary. With that, Kyoko was gone, leaving only me. I don't have time to waste either. I have to begin my search. Still can't believe the mastermind might be one of us. So that's what I have to prove. I'll prove the mastermind isn't one of us. I'll expose the mastermind's true identity. Solve the mystery of this school. It's gonna be Yasuhiro, isn't it? It's gotta be Yasuhiro. He's playing retarded. He's playing dumb. He's not actually dumb. He's the evil genius. I guess I'll start by taking another look at Makuro's Monokuma file. Due to the explosion, the victim's identity is unknown. They were, however, dead before the blast. The victim had been stabbed a single time with a knife which went completely through the body. They had also been struck in the head with an object about as thick as a metal pipe. The body was covered with other wounds. These were at least several days... What kind of other wounds? Because this game is just fucking with me constantly. And you just recently showed me a picture of Junko with a bunch of spear wounds through her chest and everything. Is it that kind of wounds? Because you don't use several years or several months like somebody who was in the service of a private military contractor for a long time. You use the phrase several days. Why several days? They were in the PMC for a very, 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 very long time. Years. Why is it not months? Why is it not years? Why did it say days? Something's up. Something is fucking up. Once we find out who killed Makuro Ikusaba, then we'll know who the mastermind is. So, where should I start my investigation to figure out who killed her? Guess I should start with the rooms that were locked up until now. The headmaster's room, the bio lab, and the door in the data center with Monokuma's face on it. And the second floor of the dorms where the gate was down before. That should be open now, right? Oh my god, the other staircase is open. Finally, I've been waiting for that one. After that, I'll have to double check the areas that are connected to the murder. Which means the garden and the dojo. Time to get started. Place the check has been added to the butcher's bullets. Okay. Is it gonna scratch them all out? Is that what we're doing? Jesus. Okay. Well, next time on Let's Play Danganronpa Trigger Happy Havoc, we're gonna figure this out. But I'm starting to think that the phrase "several days" when the person was a PMC for a very, very long time, might mean something. Please like, comment, and subscribe if you liked what you saw. The Patreon link is in the description below. I am the Let's Play Princess, and I am going to beat this goddamn game. And I'm gonna solve this motherfucker whether they like it or not. See you next time.